First, we go back and then we go through. Take two golf clubs side by side and make some swings back and forth without hitting. We don't want to be clanking clubs here, guys. As you can see, when I get into the impact position here, there's no question that I'm starting down with my lower body. No one can argue that. Very important to understand. It's a kinetic chain, a sequence, okay? When we go to the top of the backswing here, we change direction, we put that left foot down, we start to turn into our lead heel. We're creating space for our arms. Great. So now what? I mean, where do the arms go? Where does the speed go exactly? Because there's all sorts of confusion out there. It's like we need to drag the handle to the left side of our body, never release the golf club, use the body, don't use the hands. We've got other people that saying that you need to be coming in and rolling the wrist and getting the club face closed that way. That doesn't work particularly effectively either. Most golfers don't have the strength and mobility to transfer energy kinematically from their feet to the golf club. Believe it or not, I've been doing this a long time. So if you're a young whippersnapper out there starting out, obviously there's a lot of benefit to you rotating your body, stabilizing the face with a strong grip, okay? You're gonna be holding that face open relative to the path. In my opinion, doesn't do a lot of good things to your spine and your hips because there's a ton of torque required anytime your club face is closed. To hold the face square requires a lot of forward shaft lean, requires a lot of lower body rotation. Of course, if we're going to rotate the lower body, go ahead and add a ton of right side bend. As you start to approach your 40s and your 50s, I got people in this, watch my YouTube videos in their 60s and 70s. I wouldn't be recommending watching videos that are what I describe as body dynamic centric, especially if you've got any kind of limitations in your hips, in your backs, etc., etc. So what's the alternative? Most people haven't learned to swing their hands and arms freely and effectively because they've got way too much tension in their joints, okay? The joints of the shoulders, the elbows, and in particular, the wrists. So the first thing you've got to understand is you've got to learn to mobilize your system if you want to create speed, if you want to release the golf club. Very, very important. What I'm doing here is I'm hinging back, I'm unhinging to impact. No, my hands are not behind the golf ball at impact here. I'm not dumping the golf clubs here. What I'm doing is very, very simply is I'm unwinding and turning into my lead heel here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and allow my wrist to rehinge on the forward part of the golf swing. Here we go. So now you can see I'm creating a nice little L that's formed between my forearm and the shaft with both golf clubs back and through. Beautiful. Okay, where's the ball though, guys? No golf ball, right? That's a swing. So what happens when we put the ball there? This happens. All of a sudden, we've got shafts clanking, we've got the body rotating too early, everything freezes like a popsicle, the club gets released early, we've got chicken wings, we've got a lot of people tipping too much, all sorts of challenges that come from hitting at this darn thing. So the trick is, whether you're doing this, you're swinging this guy, whether you've got a 2-club drill, swinging back and forth like this, maybe you grab one of the oldest training aids ever, this guy right here, okay, the swing guide, and we put that on, and you make some little swings where you hinge, you unhinge, and then of course you rehinge. You've got to do the same thing when you get over the golf ball. That's the trick. When the ball gets in front of you, it needs to get in the way. It's incidental. Don't suddenly make the ball your target.